I didn't know what to do because we had tried everything else. And so I just said to her, are you thinking about taking your life? And she went, yep. And then I'm like, okay, what do I do? And so my thought process was, I'll just take her to hospital.
Hi, I'm Eloise, and I wanted to come in and talk about my story and my story with my mum.
My name's Donna, and I'm Eloise's mum for 18 years.
It first started when I was in, I think, the mid of high school. I didn't really notice it at first. I thought that I was just kind of normal, like up and bad days. I kind of just lost myself. I didn't know where I was almost trapped, like a little box, inside my head. And I was just walking around basically. I started to lose track of the days and the time, and I'd lose my memory. I wouldn't remember what I did an hour ago. And it just felt like I was on autopilot and I didn't know what to do.
She had been quite bad for the 6 months. It was getting to the point she wouldn't go to school, which, again, she went way more than probably other children were. She was quite resilient like that. I think, she was saying, she was in autopilot. But
it got worse. I started losing sleep. Start to think this is not going to stop. I'm going to feel like this for quite a while. I felt like I didn't belong anywhere.
She came home one day and we saw something that gave us the indication that she had intent, and we had never seen that. So what was happening during the night, she wasn't sleeping, and so things were happening while we were sleeping. And she was very good at being okay, but not really. As much as that's pretty dramatic, that's when we decided to take her to hospital. Of course, fear and worry was my biggest thing, and keep asking, are you okay? Are you okay? We were taking her to private counselling or private psychology, hoping that she'd be able to share and feel comfortable with whatever was going within her, because I kind of felt as a parent, as much as we do have a close relationship, I did feel she wasn't able to talk to me.
I didn't tell anybody. I kept it all to myself. I tried to tell people, but I didn't know how to. I tried to give little hints.
I wasn't going to force her to, but I also wanted her to have another person that she might be able to start sharing. And that didn't happen.
Well, Mum kind of saw some signs, but she didn't really know. No, I would say yeah, I'm fine. But it wasn't until I actually attempted until she found out. But after that, then I started to talk about it because I had nothing else.
I didn't know what to do because we had tried everything else. And so I just said to her, are you thinking about, taking your life? And she went, yep. And then I'm like, okay, what do I do? And so my thought process was, I'll just take her to hospital.
It gradually built up, and then that's how it got worse. My depression got worse. It was almost kind of it woke me up, because I was I never thought I'd get to hospital. I never thought that would happen. It was almost I woke up a little bit and I realised how big of a problem it is. You actually do need to reach out for help, because you can't do it on your own.
Probably as a parent, once she started talking about it, I think she was saying, it was kind of at the end, and she's like, we'll talk about it. But really for me, I saw actual relief for her. Relief, I have been feeling this, I've been thinking this, I've been keeping it to myself. Because I remember her saying to me, I just didn't want to tell you where I was because I didn't want to upset you.
Yeah, when I started talking about it, when I was at hospital with the doctor, I feel that was the end point where I was just I'm just going to have to talk about it at some point. At first I was oh, nothing else can really help me. But then when I started talking about it, yeah, it helped. So I was good.
So, you can have all the money in the world and take them to private counselling, but it's not always the answer. So the answer is, as a parent, know that something's not right. Keep asking the question, are you really okay? Stay connected to your children, even if they feel really disconnected from you. You really have to let go of the fear and worry of anything else other than their mental health, because as parents, we're always in fear and worry for everything. Are they going to do well at school? Are they going to do this? Are they going to do that? What's their health like? But really what it comes back to is that doesn't matter. None of that matters. But as a parent, you start to panic a bit because they're not going to school. We're all told that they have to go to school and they have to get A grades. That actually means nothing. So the biggest thing is, as a parent, take day by day, and stay connected with your child. And the thing is, looking on reflection from when that was happening, Eloise is a very resilient child. She had spent a lot of months feeling down and depressed and still going to school, still sort of being okay, but I knew she wasn't great. It sort of rapidly got really severe with over a 3 or 4 month period. This is my biggest tip, is if that's happening in your house and you feel that loss of connection, I would really strongly suggest family counselling. We have all done individual stuff, we've been through a lot, but the family counselling, that is where everyone's on board with it. So I just felt with the psychology for a 16, 17-year-old, what happens, and I understand it, confidentiality. So they don't tell you anything as a parent. So we're sort of in survival mode, not getting the support as a parent and not knowing what's going on behind closed doors, nor talking to the psychologist. But with family counselling, it is still psychology based, but the parents and the child's involved. And that has changed our family dynamics too with our other children. So yeah, if I had my time again, on my top tip would be family counselling, family psychology.